Thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and this is the project we're making today. This is week 7 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. Okay, so the following video was filmed live. Feel free to fast forward, pause, or rewind. If you need anything, let me know. I hope you enjoy the video. Tonight we're using Ghoulish Goodies and Hallows Night Magic Stamp Set. We are using this image and the Trick or Treat. Okay, so this is going to be week 7 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. I had to think about that. Okay, so here's the supplies. I made this project specifically as a request from someone. It's not holding the exact item that they wanted it to hold because I couldn't find any, but this is what it's going to hold. Peanut butter cupcake. Doesn't it look heavenly? Yeah, so that's what we're making. We're making a box for that, okay? The snowballs, which I also love, are a little too big. So you'd have to make it a little bit taller, okay? So let's go over the supplies. Okay, so we have basic black 6x6, magic in this night. That is the hardest name to remember. Magic in this night designer series paper, also 6x6. We have another piece of basic black that is 1 by 9 3/4. We have some silver foil that I'm going to keep upside down because it kind of reflects the lights. And then we have a scrap of Whisper White. And I have 3 1/2-inch strips because that's how many times I anticipate I'm going to mess up, maybe. Maybe I only need 1, but I have backups just in case. Okay, so that's all the supplies. The first thing we're going to do is stamp our images. So I'm using Memento ink. I don't know how long I'm going to be sitting at this station filming. I did that one right, didn't I? Okay, let's close this up. And we are using 1 die. Can y'all hear me? I'm back. Okay. So hopefully you saw me stamp the image, the greeting, I should say. I'm now going to get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. A number 1 plate, a number 2 plate, a number 5, and then we're going to take that silver foil and cut that out. It's freezing again. So sorry. Okay, there's that one. And then we'll cut this using the stitch shape dies. And so now we're just going to cut out the little witch and the kitty cat and the cauldron. And it looks like I froze again. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking like I said. This is our image. We've got our greeting. Where'd our greeting go? Here's our greeting. So we're going to take this. Now I've got myself all flustered because of the internet connection. This is called what? The Banners Pick a Punch. And we're just going to flag the end. That's probably good. And it keeps freezing on my end, so I don't know if y'all were there, but I'm just going to keep making the project. It will get better. A little bit more. I know, I feel like crying too. It's just like, why can't anything ever be easy? It's like, geez, oh Pete's. Okay, So here's our two images. So we're done stamping. So now we're going to make the box and the lid for the box. So I'm going to be using the Stampin' Trimmer, and we're going to start with the Designer Series paper. Again, this measures 6 by 6, and this is going to be the lid of our box, okay? So we're going to score this at 1 7/16 on all four sides. So 1 7/16, and the 7 is the teeny tiny mark before the 1.5, okay? So 7/16. All four sides. So 1 7/16. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to take the bottom of the box, which is also 6 by 6, and we're actually going to score this in between the 1.5 and the 1 7/16. In between. So that's not really a mark, but it's in between. Now, here's some good news for you. I planned this project earlier today, and so for those of you that want the inspiration sheet sooner rather than later, it's going to be made available as soon as we're done with the video. I'm going to post it right on the ChicnScratch Stamps Facebook group, okay? Oh, it froze again. Girl. Oh, I'm probably not going to sleep tonight. Okay, so I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish all the edges. On both pieces. Yes, I'm using my fabric scissors. It's froze again. Grr. Okay, so cut up to the score line. There they are. That was killing me that I was using my fabric scissors. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim just the edge slightly. And now we want to cut on these score lines. Okay, now I'm going to take my liquid glue Oh, is it froze again? Boy, is the quality bad. Huh. Okay, so we can put our, I'm not going to put the cupcake in there. You already know it fits. So here's our box, okay? Now we're going to take the belly band. I'm just going to lay it flat and center it. And then fold it over. Now I'm just going to take my bone folder and burnish. Straighten it and burnish it. Okay. So just remember when you're putting the belly band on that you don't want to put it on too tight. Looks like I did it backwards. Okay, so we're just going to put a thin line of adhesive right there. Okay, I'm going to hold that for a second while it dries. So we're going to add 2 of these iridescent pearls, 1 on each side. And now we want dimensionals. So I'm going to take 2. So this is going to go on the bottom. And then the witch is going to get added to the silver foil. And I'm just going to put adhesive on the left side, okay? So like under, like where the witch is. And then I'm just going to hold that for a second and let it dry. And then we're going to place dimensionals on the belly band, so that way when the person opens up the box, they're not going to rip it apart, okay? So I'm just going to take the backing off, slide that up a little, and then the final is we have to add some beautiful ribbon. So I'm going to take the metallic mesh ribbon. You can use the black glittered organdy ribbon we have, but I love this stuff so much that I'm just going to use it. I'm starting over. I don't know why I'm whispering. Okay. This is going to go up here. So I'm just going to trim the ends. And where's my glue dots? Right here. Hopefully this project was worth all the ins and outs of the internet connection. My bow's a little big, but that's okay. We're going to trim the ends just a little. Okay, so here's the one we just made, and then here's the original version. And I'm going to slide the belly band off and open it up. It's kind of a snug fit, but at least it works. And there is our cupcake. There's the bottom. And then I'm just going to slide the belly band back on. So I know you guys like the measurements of the box. So this measures round almost 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Not quite. It's a smidge smaller than 3 1/4. So like 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. And it is 1.5 inches thick. So that's how this guy was able to fit in there. It's a little less than 1.5. Okay. Here's the name of the butter flavored cupcakes. I think I got these at Target. I went to Walmart and Target and Bed Bath & Beyond for the first time since February last week. And so I stocked up. I got little Hostess cakes. I got candy. So I have enough stuff now, I think, to to last me for the rest of the 12 weeks of Halloween. So this is the 7th project. So that means I just have 5 more to go. Yeah. And for those of you that are still here, have a great night. Thank you again.